Hello, welcome to Yoga Flow. So today, from a theme standpoint, will be twofold. We're going to do a lot of forward folding today in our poses. The intention I'm going to give you is the Yama, as we're working through them, and the Ashtanga 8-limb path of yoga is Asteya, which is non-stealing from yourself, non-stealing from others. And a lot of times we think about that as physical things, don't take things that don't belong to you. And certainly we don't want to do that, but I'm going to prompt you to take that a little bit deeper today. Now, back to the forward folding, because there will be a lot of forward folding. I highly recommend a block or two, because sometimes you're going to want to fold a little bit deeper, and sometimes you're going to need the blocks to help you back off a little bit. Okay, always follow the breath. So you want to fold on an exhale as much as possible. The other thing I'll caution you with is if you tend to be naturally tight, or just today, tight in the backside, so this is going to get into the hamstrings a lot today, or the low back, always keep a bend in your knee and any standing or forward folding that we're going to do. That also includes downward facing dog. Okay. The other thing is, if you are someone like I used to be, blessed with the issue of sciatica, I know that pain, but you want to take these a little bit easy. You don't want to overdo it, because as good as they are, they can also aggravate issues like sciatica. So be very careful. That being said, have your strap handy. We will start with that in a moment after our opening. So just find a comfortable seat. And then from here, I'm just going to take my fingertips to the side. We'll close our eyes and just settle in. So grow a little bit taller from crown to tail. Zip up from pubic bone to behind the navel. So we're getting into that Uddiyana Bandha a little bit here. That energy center, strong front supports a strong back. And breathe and expand that rib cage. And we're going to move our arms as we breathe. So palms up, inhale, turning palms away, exhale and come down. And we'll do that again. Big inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Now you can keep this nice and gentle, or you can pick up this pace a little bit. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, reach, touching palms together, exhale, hands in the heart center. So I gave you the intention of the Asteya, non-stealing it for self or others, or you can also come up with your own intention. Maybe that intention needs to be listening to your body and taking it easy when your body tells you to back off today. And once you have that set, inhale, reach, 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 and lengthen. Let's take a side bend to the left. Good, sits bones are rooted. Moving through center, take that over to the right. Sits bones rooted. We're going to take that back over to the left. You can choose to keep this gentle. You can side bend deeper. You can open towards the ceiling, or you can take that C curve roll, forehead in the direction of the knee, but not touching. Breathe and expand that rib cage wherever you're going. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, engage, taking that back over. Good. Keep it gentle. You can side bend deeper. You can open up, or taking that C curve roll, you choose. And what you do on one side might not necessarily be the way you need to do it on the other side. Sides are different. Opening up, moving through center and reach, gentle rotation towards the left. Arms will come down, rolling shoulders back, looking a little bit more behind you. Breathe and expand. Inhale and lift, exhale through center. Inhale, exhale, arms come down, rolling shoulders back, looking a little bit more behind you. Breathe and expand. And when you're ready, inhale, exhale, come to center. Good. So I'm just going to recommend that you take a little spinal roll here for a moment. And then we'll just take that in the opposite direction. Good. And then when you're ready, we're going to come onto our back. So have your strap handy. We're going to kind of open up just a little bit, nothing too deep, But I think that the forward folding practice and getting into the hamstring and stuff just works a little bit better, a little bit more comfortable if we get in there just a little bit before we really get going. So as you come onto your back, good. Give yourself a moment to just kind of wiggle and settle down in there. Good. Now grab your strap. Let's take this strap around the center part of the right foot. Good. And then let everything just kind of settle down into its pocket. And we're going to dynamically move here because I'm just going to assume, because at the time of this recording, this is morning, that most of us might be tight from the night before or maybe an early morning walk. So let's get into this. So a strap in each hand. Good. Take that leg forward and we'll do a gentle tug. And we'll move it forward and a gentle tug and forward and a tug. So you want to come, not your deepest stretch. You want to come right before that, but keep a little micro bend in your knee. Breathe and expand. Good. Now release back to center. Both straps are going to come into the right hand. So if you have a tendency to choke up a little bit here, don't choke up as high. So I'm going to open my leg only as wide as shoulder width apart. So a lot of times we come out as wide as possible. We're only going shoulder width apart right now. And then when you're ready, bring that leg in towards that shoulder. Now, you know, obviously a little micro bend in the knee. Some of us might be a little bit more bent than others, and that's okay. We do what we can do. Breathe through it. And release. Coming back to center. Good. Take your grip a little bit further down here. Good. Keep both hips grounded. We're just going to kind of work through some circles here. Good. Just some nice circles. How big they are depends on you, your own range of motion, and where you can control it with the core. The core keeps your hips from rocking side to side. Good. So take it in the opposite direction if you haven't already. Okay. And then when you're ready, we'll just do a midair switcheroo here with the left foot. Good. So a strap in each hand here. Let everything settle down into the pocket. And when you're ready, here's our dynamic movement. So we're going to take it forward and a gentle tug. And forward and gentle tug. And forward and tug right before your max. Remember, we're not going to the max here. Good. And when you're ready, good, release out of there. Good. Now you can choke up a little bit here if you need to. We're going to take that left leg only as wide as the left shoulder. And then we're going to bring that in towards the left shoulder. Good. So keep that little bend here if you need that. Relax into it. Use the breath. Good. And when you're ready, we'll release. We'll come back to center. Good. So let your grip come down a little bit. We're going to go into those circles. And when you're ready, just take a few nice juicy little circles here in one direction. Good. Remember, hips stay grounded, belly button is in. And then we'll take that into the other. Good. And then when you're ready, good. Just remove that foot from the strap. You put the strap aside, bring the knees in and just rock side to side. Now, different transitions for different people. Some of you are going to roll over to your side and come up to all fours. Others are going to take a few rolls like a ball with me. So you can, if you're rolling, you can have the shins or the thighs. You'll see curve up. Try to use your core and your breath to rock. We don't want to go back on the neck. Good. Now this next time I come back, I'm going to cross my ankles, coming all the way up, finding all fours. Good. So as you find all fours, take care of your wrists, take care of your knees, do what you need to do with cushioning. I'm going to spread my fingers nice and wide, rooting through the knuckles of the pinky, pointer, and thumb. My knees are going to be about hip width apart. Low back issues, take them a little bit wider. Belly button is in. Inhale, shine that heart forward, tip that pelvis back. Nice cow pose. Exhale, really round madcap pose. Look towards the thighs when you round in cat. Inhale, cow. Exhale, cat. Inhale, cow. Exhale, cat. One more. Inhale, cow. Exhale, cat. Now hold this round. And when you're ready, we're going to take that into a child's pose. So knees can be together. You can take them as wide as the mat or somewhere in between. Good. You can take your arms long in front of you if shoulders don't like that yet. Take your hands back by the ankles. Just let the shoulders release. Forehead comes to a block, a folded blanket, or the floor. Breathe and expand. Zip up from pubic bone to behind the navel. Come back to that Asteya, non-stealing from self or others. What does that mean to you? I'm going to give you some interpretations of what that means to me in different aspects, but what does that mean to you? I'll come back to that question at the end. And when you're ready, we'll come back up. Good. Now, from your downward, not from the downward facing dog, from all fours, we're going to prepare for downward facing dog. So if you're 5 foot tall or taller, take a half a hand's width or full hand's width forward. Those of you that are short like me are fine where you are. We're going to tuck the toes. Press in and forward into the mat as you lift and shift. Now look down at your feet. Hips, knees, and toes are tracking in this alignment. Press evenly into big toe and pinky toe mounds. You're pressing in and forward into the hands, rooting through knuckles of pinky, pointer, and thumb. Head and neck are free. Shoulders in their pockets, maybe elbows turn in slightly. Belly button is in. Good. Now, some of you, you're just going to lengthen a little bit and come back into a bend. Some of you are going to walk your dog, bending one knee, lengthening the other leg. Some of you are going to come high on the toes and drop the heels. Find where it's good for you. Yep. So I thought I could make it just teaching with this hair in my mouth, but I can't do that. Good. All right. So from here, find stillness if you took movement. From down dog, we're going to shift forward into a plank. Knees can be down or lifted. Find what you need. Shoulders are over or slightly behind the wrist. Press that floor away. We've got 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bend the knees, come back down dog. From down dog, bend the knees. Inhale, exhale, walk the hands back towards the feet. Good, and we're just going to fold and dangle. Keep a little bend in your knees here. So taking this nice and gentle in the beginning. Inhale, lift and lengthen halfway to the shins or to the thighs. Flat spine. Exhale, and we'll fold. Good. Inhale, lift and lengthen halfway, floor, shins, or thighs. Exhale, and we'll fold. Inhale, walk that back forward, coming back to the plank. Knees lifted or grounded. We're holding, but we're breathing. So remember a plank, you've got a long line from shoulder to hip if your knees are grounded, or shoulder to ankle if you're lifted. If your booty's up here, you're not in a plank, you're in a downward facing dog. So mind your form. From here, when you're ready, good, bending the knees, finding downward facing dog again. Maybe you need to step the feet in a little bit. Inhale, look forward, bend the knees. Walk or step your feet forward to meet your hands. Coming to blocks, the floor, shins or thighs. Inhale, lift and lengthen halfway. Exhale, and we'll fold. Inhale, root through the feet, engage the glutes, rise all the way up. Exhale, hands in heart center. Finding breath. Mountain, intention. All right. So we're going to take this into a little sun salute prep here. Big inhale, reach and lengthen. Exhale, hinge and fold. Coming to blocks if you need to. Remember, blocks are 3 heights. Inhale, lift and lengthen halfway. Exhale and we'll bow. From the bow, plant the hands, step back into the plank pose, knees lifted or grounded. Good. So try not to collapse as you lower all the way down to the floor. Good. Untuck the toes. Hands are going to come a little bit forward into the side of the shoulders. Take your legs about hip width apart here. Belly button is in. Inhale to prepare. Exhale, find a baby cobra. And we'll lower. Excuse me. Good. Inhale to prepare. Exhale, find a baby cobra or a medium cobra. Shoulders stay in their pockets. Try not to hang or crunch in the low spine. And we'll lower that back down. Inhale, exhale, baby cobra, medium cobra, or high cobra. Again, shoulders in their pockets. Inhale, exhale, and lower that back down. Last one, last time. Inhale, baby cobra, medium cobra, high cobra, or if you've got it and you want it, lower it down. Good. Find an upward facing dog. I like mine on the tops of the feet. Tops of the toes is also okay. So this is a strength move. So I'm really pressing away from the floor. I'm not hanging in my low back, not hanging in the shoulders. And I'll lower that back down. Good. Wiggle, wiggle, wiggle. Hands under shoulders. Stronger, more experienced yogis can tuck the toes. Push up into plank, shift back down dog. Everyone else follow me through tabletop, finding your downward facing dog. Take some good breaths here. When you're ready, inhale, look forward, bend the knees, walk, step, or hop your feet forward to meet your hands. Inhale, lift and lengthen halfway. Exhale, and bow. Inhale, root, engage, and rise. Exhale, hands to heart center, finding breath, mountain, intention. All right, so we're gonna do 3 sun salute A's here. Remember, when you come back, excuse me, you can take or skip the flow, okay? So down dog, child's pose, working on plank, locust, cobra, whatever you need to do there, that's fine. As we're working through, I want to give you something to contemplate. So if we go back to the Asteya, the non-stealing, not taking from others or ourselves, think about a way we take from others that's not a physical possession. Do we steal ideas? Do we take credit for other people's work? Do we steal people's time? Now, those are all ways that we steal from others. So from here as we go, big inhale, reach and lengthen. Exhale, hinge and fold. Inhale, lift and lengthen halfway. Exhale, and we'll bow. Inhale, plant the hands, step or hop back to plank. You choose, take or skip a flow. Excuse me, I forgot to get my water today. Good. Good. From downward facing dog, inhale, look forward, bend the knees, walk, step, or hop your feet forward to meet your hands. Inhale, lift and lengthen. Exhale, and we'll bow. Inhale, root, engage, and rise. Exhale, hands to heart center. Inhale and lift. Exhale, hinge and fold. Inhale, lift and lengthen halfway. Exhale, and we'll bow. Inhale, step or hop back to plank. You choose, take or skip a flow. From down dog, when you're ready, inhale, look forward, bend the knees, walk, step, or hop your feet forward to meet your hands. Inhale, lift and lengthen halfway. Exhale, and we'll bow. Inhale, root, engage, and rise. Exhale, hands to heart center. Number 3, excuse me, I do apologize. Big inhale, lift and lengthen. Exhale, hinge and fold. Inhale, lift and lengthen halfway. Exhale, and we'll bow. Inhale, plant the hands, step or hop back to plank. You choose, take or skip a flow. Good. From your beautiful down dog, when you're ready, Inhale, look forward, bend the knees. Walk, step, or hop your feet forward to meet your hands. Inhale, lift and lengthen halfway. Exhale, little bow. Inhale, root, engage, and rise. Exhale, hands to heart center, finding your mountain, the Asteya intention, and your breath. We're going to come into 3 sun salute beats here. We'll add different things on each time. So if you're newer to flow or you just need a wider base of support, you're going to practice this chair and hip width apart. Those of you with more experience can take the feet and the legs closer together or touching. But from here, big inhale, exhale, sit back into the chair pose. And we're just going to hold this here for a moment. Belly button is in. Relax the shoulders. Get into the heels. Get into the glutes. Breathe. Inhale, exhale, and we'll fold. Inhale, lift and lengthen halfway. Exhale, and we'll bow. From the bow, plant the hands, step or hop back to plank. You choose, take or skip a flow. So a way that we steal from ourselves is not being in the present moment. So remember, yoga helps you deal with the present and the present only. It doesn't help you handle or work out your past. It doesn't help you plan the future. It is about the present. Be present with yourself, with your practice. From down dog, left leg's going to lift 3-point, bending the knees. Good. So we're going to take this left leg out to the side. So strong, even upper body here. Some of you might choose to just hang out here. Some of you are just going to open and close because that feels better for your hip. Some of you are going to take some circles here. Do what feels good to you here. And then from here, keeping the knee bent as we take the hips back even to the mat. Inhale, exhale, round. Step or pick up and put the left foot forward between the hands. Use a block or so if you need that. We're going to warrior prep the right foot. So right hip, knee, and toe are going to turn out away from the body. Be strong into both feet as we rise. Warrior 1. So front hip will come back hip will come forward slightly. Watch your tracking, hip, knees, and toes track forward. Front knee is bent over behind the ankle. You should look down and still be able to see that toe. Zip up through the front body. Inhale, exhale. Take that strong path back to your mat. Plant the hands, swivel up back foot, front foot steps back. You choose, take or skip a flow. Good. Now from here, the right leg's going to lift 3-point, bending that knee. Opening to the right. You can hang out here. You can do the open and close. You can do the circles. What you did on the other side might not be what this hip needs on this side. So be mindful. A mindful practice is a being in the present practice. It's a non-stealing practice. And so then from here, when you're ready, taking hips even to the floor, bending the knees, round, step, or pick up and put that foot forward between the hands. Warrior prep that back foot. Be strong into your feet as you rise. Good. Warrior 1. Front hip's going to come back just a little bit. Relax the shoulders. Strong through the back edge of the back foot. Watch your tracking here. Inhale, exhale. Strong path back to your mat. Plant the hands. Swivel up the back foot. Front foot steps back. You choose. Take or skip a flow. From down dog, when you're ready, inhale, look forward, bend the knees. Walk, step, or hop your feet forward to meet your hands. Good. Inhale, lift and lengthen halfway. Exhale, and I'll bow. Inhale, sit back into chair. Good, and we'll just breathe here. So my juices are flowing here, so I hope yours are too. A little bit of a glow. Inhale, Exhale, and we'll fold. Inhale, lift and lengthen. Exhale, and we bow. Now this time, good. We're gonna take the left hand to a block or to the floor. So be where you need to be. Lengthen a little bit, and we're gonna twist to the right. Good. Breathe. Coming back down. Inhale, lift and lengthen halfway. Exhale, and we'll bow. Good. Lengthen a little bit. Right hand comes to the block or to a floor, open to the left. Inhale, exhale, taking that down. Inhale, lift and lengthen halfway. Exhale, and bow. This time, take your peace fingers around the big toes. Now, if you're someone that can't reach your toes, you're just going to come to the blocks. And when you take this deeper, you're still going to lengthen the spine, and your elbows will go out to the side. Those of you that can't reach the toes, good. Lengthen elbows out to the side as you take the chest a little bit more towards the floor. Keep a little bend in the knees here if you need that. And then from here, we'll release. Inhale, lift and lengthen halfway. Exhale, and bow. Inhale, step or hop back to plank. You choose. Take or skip a flow. Notice how you feel. Good. From down dog, when you're ready, left leg lifts 3-point, bending that knee. Round, step or pick up and put that foot forward between the hands. Use a block or two if you need to. Warrior prep that back foot. Be stable and strong as you rise. Warrior one. Front hip will come back. Good. Zipping up through the front body. Let's take a little back bend here. Breathe. Coming back to the present moment. Inhale. Exhale. Lengthen as you take your path to the mat. Swivel up the back foot. Front foot steps back. You choose. Take or skip a flow. From here, when you're ready, right leg's going to lift 3-point, bending that knee. Round, step or pick up and put that foot forward between the hands. Warrior prep your back foot. Be strong and stable as you rise. Warrior one. Front hip will come back a little bit. Strong through the back edge of the back foot. It's taking a little bit of a back bend here. Good, and then from here, we'll reach. Good, take that strong path back to the mat. Plant the hands, swivel up back foot, front foot steps back. You choose. Take or skip that flow. Remember, down dog, child's pose, available to you at any time during this class. Flowing is always optional. That's why you get the choice to take it or skip it. From down dog, when you're ready, inhale, look forward, bend the knees. Walk, step, or hop your feet forward to meet your hands. Blocks are the floor, thighs, or shins. Inhale, lift and lengthen halfway. Exhale, and we'll fold. Inhale, sit back into chair. And so make it your best chair. It's your last chair. Inhale, exhale, and we'll bow. Good. From here, inhale, lift and lengthen halfway. Exhale, and we'll fold. Good. Lift a little bit here. Left hand to a block or to the floor. Open to the right. And taking that down. Inhale, lift and lengthen halfway. Exhale, and we'll bow. Inhale, lift and lengthen a little bit. Right hand to the block or to the floor. Open to the left. Look up there if you can. And taking that down. Inhale, lift and lengthen. Exhale, and we'll bow. So from here, lengthen just a little bit. Keep hands on blocks if you need to do that. Otherwise, peace fingers are going to come back to the big toes. Good. Lengthen the spine, elbows out to the side. Find a fold. Keep a little bend in those knees if you need to. Remember your limits. Often thought about when we're stretching, but same as anything else. Pain, numbness, tingling, burning, not normal sensations. So you can say you're stealing your joy of the practice, your experience, if you choose to work in pain or through numbness or tingling, because those are signs we've gone too far. Good. From here, we'll lift and lengthen halfway. Some of you are going to do that again. Those of you that can, we're going to take our hands underneath the feet into gorilla. Good. And I think it always feels good if you just kind of take your toes and massage the meaty part of the hand and the wrist area while you're here. Some people don't like that, but I do. So you find what you need. But from here, when you're ready, I'm going to lift and lengthen. Good. I'm pressing my hands into my feet into my hands as my elbows go out to the side again. I'm lengthening the spine a little bit here. Really exhale. Head and neck are free. Good. Release the hands out of there. Inhale, lift and lengthen halfway. Exhale, and bow. Inhale, root, engage, and rise. Exhale, hands to heart center, finding breath. Mountain, intention the Asteya. Notice how you feel. We're going to go into a different movement pattern now. So begin, inhale, reach and lengthen. Exhale, hinge and fold. Inhale, lift and lengthen halfway. Exhale, and we'll bow. Actually, I know how I messed that up. We didn't continue through Warrior One for the last time. We'll do that right now. We'll come back to where I was going. So we've got this fold. We'll plant the hands, step or hop back to plank, take or skip that flow. So sometimes I'll just be honest and authentic with you. When a teacher kind of messes that up, like I just did, it's because the teacher, being human, was not in the present moment. She or he was thinking about what we're going to do next, which is what happened to me. And that's why I forgot what I was doing. So be in the present moment. Don't steal from yourself. Here we go. Left leg lifts, bending that knee, round, step or pick up and put that foot forward between the hands. Warrior prep. Good. Rise, strong and stable. Warrior One. Good. Now, some of you might choose to stay here. Some of you might choose to back bend again. Some of you are going to take your hands behind, maybe clasping hands, maybe pressing down, maybe opening up and getting a lift. Find what works for your body. Strong through the back edge of the back foot. And then when you're ready, we'll release. We'll reach. Inhale. Exhale, taking that down, planting the hands, swiveling up the back foot, front foot steps back. You choose, take or skip a flow. Good. Last time, last side. Right leg lifts 3-point, bending that knee. Round, step or pick up and put that foot forward between the hands. Warrior prep. Strong and stable as we rise to Warrior One. One last time, front hip will come back. You choose, staying here, opening into back bend, or maybe we take the hands behind, clasping, opening up. Good. So another way about non-stealing, do you collect an excess of resources or things you don't need, hoarding, if you will? Inhale and lift. Exhale, lengthen and taking that down. Swiveling up the back foot, front foot steps back. Take or skip a flow. Case in point, a lot of people stocked up on many things. A lot of people overstocked up during the lockdowns of 2020. So some things were hard to find, like toilet paper. Some people were nice and helped out their neighbors that needed things they couldn't find. Other people, not so much. So again, the Asteya, another way to look at it. Inhale, look forward, bend the knees. Walk, step, or hop your feet forward to meet your hands. Inhale, lift and lengthen halfway. Exhale, roll bow. Inhale, root, engage, and rise. Exhale, hands to heart center. Good. Now we're going to go into where I thought we were going to go a moment ago, a different movement pattern. Big inhale, reach and lengthen. Exhale, hinge and fold. Yes, lots of forward folding. Watch those hamstrings. Keep those bent knees if you need to. Use those blocks if you need to. Inhale, exhale, and we'll fold. From here, I'm going to step the right foot back. I'm in the left up runner. I'm using blocks here. You don't have to, but I'm just going to rock back and forth here for a moment. Good. And my front heel is grounded when I do that. Good. Now from here, hands are blocks on the inside of that foot. Walk that around. We're in a wide-legged forward fold. Make sure that your toes are in alignment with each other. Feet are parallel to the short edges of your mat. Root to the outer edges of the feet. From here, when you're ready, long spine, fold that down. Breathe. Shoulders in their pockets. Inhale, lift and lengthen. Good. With or without a block, left hand's going to come under the face. Shift the hips to the right, open to the right. Really look up there. Inhale. Exhale, take that down, hips back to center. We'll take a fold. Pressing up. Good. Right hand comes under the face, hips shift to the left, open to the left. Inhale. Exhale, take that down. Fold center, hips back to center before you do that. Inhale, lift and lengthen. Good. From here, turn that left foot back towards the left. You're going to walk that back around, framing that front foot, swivel up the back foot. Now we're lengthening this front leg. We want to keep a micro bend in the knee. Use blocks if you can. The goal here is not touching the floor. It's about finding length and pressing back through that back heel, even though the back heel is not grounded. So your back, hip, knee, ankle, heel, those are all in alignment. So if your back heel is grounded, you're not in alignment, swivel it back up. From here, when you're ready, putting a bend in the front knee, warrior prepping that back foot, reach up, find a warrior two. Good. Front hip will come back a little bit, looking forward. Watch your tracking, should be able to see that front toe. And here we go with a bent front knee or lengthened front leg. Take it back, exalted. And then gently find warrior two. And take it back, exalted. And finding warrior two. Exalted. Move through warrior two, take the forearm down. Moving through warrior two, take it back, exalted. Moving through warrior two, take the forearm down and reach. Moving through warrior two, taking it back. This time as you move through forearm to the thigh, you choose. Are you going to keep the forearm to the thigh? Or are you going to take a hand to the floor to a block? If you're taking it to the floor or to a block, press leg and arm into each other. Really open up that shoulder. Look up there. Good. Inhale, look down at that front foot. Good. We'll cartwheel that down. Good. Plant the blocks forward, plant the hands, front foot steps back. You choose, take or skip a flow. From down dog, inhale, look forward, bend the knees, walk, step, or hop your feet forward to meet your hands. Inhale, lift and lengthen halfway. Exhale, and bow. Inhale, root, engage, and rise. Exhale, hands to heart center, finding breath. Mountain, the intention. Good. Now, I'm just going to switch sides here so that my rear end is not to you, but you're fine where you are. Good. So coming back forward, another thing to think about with Asteya, do you prevent someone else from accomplishing something by your own actions or omissions? In other words, do you just kind of trample over people to get to the top? That's also stealing. Inhale and reach. Exhale, hinge and fold. Inhale, lift and lengthen halfway. Exhale, bow. From here, the left foot's gonna step back. Good. Use blocks if you need to. Find that up runner, rock back and forth. Good. Now from here, when you're ready, hands or blocks are gonna come onto the inside of that foot. We're gonna walk back out again into Prasarita, wide-legged forward fold. Make sure toes are in alignment. Feet are in alignment with the short edge of the mat, pressing through the outer edges of the feet. Find a fold. Maybe you can fold a little deeper this time. Shoulders in their pockets. Inhale, lift and lengthen. Good. From here, right hand's going to come under the face, the floor to a block, shifting the hips towards the left. Open up. Some of you will stay here. Some of you are going to continue to wrap, really looking and opening that shoulder. So look over the shoulder, open the shoulder. When you're ready, release. Come back center, hips back to center. We'll fold forward again. And we'll come back up. Left hand under the face, the block or the floor, shifting the hips to the right, open to the right. Reach, reach, reach. You can stay here. You can continue to wrap, opening that shoulder, looking over that shoulder. And when you're ready, we'll release out of there. Good, hips back to center. So again, you can fold forward. You can take your hands forward. You can just be here. You can take your hands behind. You can take yogi toe if you want to, but take one final forward fold from here. Head may or may not touch the floor now. If it does, remember it's a light touch. We're not weight bearing there. And then from here, when you're ready, good, we'll lift, we'll release. Good, taking the blocks back with you if you took them. We're gonna take the right foot back forward. We're gonna walk this around. Good, swivel up the back foot. Good, so we're in that pyramid variation here. So I'm pressing back through the back heel. I'm lengthening the torso. I've got a micro bend in the knee. Remember, the goal is not necessarily to touch the floor. Where could we find a long spine? And then from here, looking down at that front foot, putting the bend in the front knee, warrior prep, that back foot, reach, finding that warrior two on the side. Good. Maybe the front hip needs to come back just a smidge. Good. Watch your tracking. And here we go with a bent front knee or a lengthened front leg. Take it back, exalted. And warrior two. And exalted. And warrior two. And exalted. Move through warrior two. Take forearm to the thigh and reach. Moving through, taking it up. And moving through, taking forearm to the thigh and reach. And taking it up and back. And one more time, taking it down and reach. You can stay here. You can take a hand to the block or to the floor, inside or outside. Good, be where you need to be. And really open that top shoulder. Press to the back edge of the back foot. Good, and then from here, looking down at that front foot, carefully cartwheeling it down, swiveling up that back foot, planting the hands, front foot steps back. You choose, take or skip a flow. From down dog, whenever you're ready, inhale, look forward, bend the knees, walk, step, or hop your feet forward to meet your hands. Inhale, lift and lengthen halfway. Exhale, bow. Inhale, root, engage and rise. Exhale, hands to heart center, finding your breath, your mountain, the Asteya intention. All right, we're gonna go to a standing split pose here. Some of you might just hang out in Warrior 3. We go through Warrior 3 en route to standing split. So I do recommend blocks here, but you can also take your hands down if you need that. So from here, good. We're gonna start balancing on the left foot. So left hip and knee and toe track. Good, I'm just gonna lift. Good, and I'm gonna take it back. So again, some of you might come to a grounded Warrior 3 here. Good, I'm gonna continue to fold in. Good. It's not about how high that back leg lifts, it's where you can go into the front. Good, so the more you take your blocks or your hands towards the heel, the harder it is. As you become more confident and stable, you might lift 1 or 2 hands back here. So if you're not stable in one, don't go to the next step. You will not magically become more stable. And then from here, when you're ready, good, carefully come up. The back foot's gonna come up and meet the front. Inhale, lift and lengthen. Exhale, little bow. Inhale, root engage and rise. Exhale, hands to heart center, finding breath, mountain intention. So we'll take that to the other side. Right leg now, right hip, knee, and toe, track forward. Good, here we go. Inhale, exhale. Good, take it where you need to take it. So if you need a modified Warrior 3 here, take it. Otherwise, you can keep going for standing split. Good, the more the hands or the blocks come back towards the heel, the harder it is. Good, so on this side, I need both hands down. I can't do that one hand to the leg. Would you be where you need to be? Press into the heel. And then when you're ready, good, back foot's gonna come up to meet the front. Inhale, lift and lengthen. Exhale, bow. Inhale, root engage and rise. Exhale, hands to heart center. Good, we're gonna flow down and stay down. Big inhale, reach and lengthen. Exhale, hinge and fold. Inhale, lift and lengthen halfway. Exhale, and bow. Last time, plant the hands, step or hop back to plank. You choose. Take or skip a flow. Once you've made it to your down dog, drop those knees, find a child's pose. Knees can be together as wide as the mat or somewhere in between. You can take arms long in front of you, or maybe hands by the ankles. Notice how this one feels to you now versus that first one we did. Stepping up from pubic bone behind the navel, we're still active here. Breathe and expand. Come back to the present. What we did 5 minutes ago is now part of the past. Come to the present moment. And then from here, when you're ready, good. We'll carefully come up and we'll come to a seat. Now I'm gonna bring my blanket in here to sit on. We're gonna come to a seated forward fold. So I am going to actually turn sideways here. Good. Now you've got straps, you've got a block today. So different things for different people. If you don't want to hold on to yourself, you can always bring that strap in, especially if you can't touch the toes. If you can go beyond the feet, you can bring a block in here. Like that. Good. Find an anterior tilt of the pelvis, tailbone comes back. Hip bones come forward. We're nice and tall. Big inhale. Exhale, hinge from the hips first. Come to where you can come, and then take it into that C curve fold. Whatever you're holding on to, let it be a light grip, not a death grip. Breathe into the back body. Inhale, look forward. Exhale and release out of there. Good. So from here, I'm going to leave my right leg long. I'm going to bring my left foot into the side. So if I'm doing this from an angle, It'll look like this. Good. So again, bring in a strap, bring in a block. When you're ready, big inhale. Exhale, hinge forward. Then when you can come no more, take that fold. Breathe. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, coming out of there. We're just going to switch sides. So I'm going to take the left leg forward, bringing the right foot into the thigh. Big inhale and reach. Exhale, hinge and fold. Good. So find the length before you go into the C curve fold. And when you're ready, and we'll carefully come up out of there. All right. We are going to make our way onto our backs here. I'm just going to pull this in as I need it. Good. So as you come onto your back, also have your strap handy here. Good. As you come back there, give yourself a little wiggle, 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 settling in. Okay. We're going to go into a bridge pose here. This can be any bridge of your choice. So freestyle bridge, it has to already be in your practice. So you can bring a block in here. You can bring a strap in here. You can use yourself. I'm going to cue us through a basic, but you take yours where you need to take it. And the only rule, hips, knees, and toes, track in this alignment. We don't take legs out wider. We don't turn hips, knees, and toes out to the side. We don't let knees fall in or fall out, okay? So wherever you're going, practice in good form. If you're following me, roll your shoulders back, press shoulders, arms, hands into that mat. Big inhale, exhale, rock that pelvis back, peel up one vertebra at a time, pressing evenly into both feet. Your body will always let you know when you should not come up any higher. So last thought I'll give you with Asteya. What about resources? The earth's resources, do we waste them? Do we overuse them? And when you're ready, and the best way for you based on where you chose, carefully come out of your bridge. Good, knees are going to come into the chest. Good. Let's take the right ankle over the left knee for figure four. For some of you, this might be where you stay. Others are going to bring this into the chest and maybe rock, 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 side to side. Good. We'll release out of there. We'll take that to the other side. So from here, left ankle over right knee. You can stay here. You can bring it into the chest. You can stay here. You can rock, rock, side to side. Good. And when you're ready, then carefully release and wiggle, wiggle, wiggle. Good. We're going to go into a twist first before we come back to the strap. So from here, pressing into the feet, lift the hips, shift the hips over to the left. Cross left leg over right leg. And we're going to let the knees come towards the right. Now, if you need to prop something under here to make this more comfortable, that's fine. If the cross legs just don't do it for you, then just do a stack twist here. No worries. Breathe and expand. So we've gone through different things that I think about when I think of Asteya non-stealing from others or ourselves. So now, what does that mean to you? And when you're ready in the way that you need to get there, we'll come back to center. Carefully undo, press feet into the mat, hips back even, wiggle, wiggle, wiggle. Good. Pressing into the feet, lifting the hips, shifting hips over to the right. Right leg's going to cross over the left. Good. Take those knees over towards the left. Now, when you're ready, in the way that you need to get there, come back to center and carefully undo, taking the hips back to center. Wiggle, wiggle, wiggle. Grab that trusty strap. Let's start on the right side again. We'll take that strap around the right foot. Good. Both straps into the right hand. Good. From here, good. We're going to let that leg go out to the side. So you can kind of let it relax down in there. You can tug towards the shoulder. If it's okay for you and you want to, you can take that left leg long, left leg or left arm long behind you. And when you're ready, good, bring that back up. Good, we'll do a midair switcheroo. Good. And then when you're ready, good, we'll bring that in and out. Good. So just kind of let yourself relax into that strap. And then if you're okay and you want to, you can take the right leg long, take the right arm long. And when we're ready, good, we'll come back up. Good, remove that foot from the strap. Good. From here, we'll come into Shavasana. So I'm going to bring my bolster under my thighs. You do not have to, but I like it here after this practice. It just kind of relaxes and releasing everything. If you're at home and you would like a longer Shavasana than what we're going to do today, you can press pause and give yourself the length of Shavasana that you need. And then from here, get settled in, and I'll leave you here for a few moments. And taking some deep breaths here. Choose stillness or gently take head and neck from side to side. Choose stillness or wiggle fingers and toes. Choose stillness or taking knees into the chest, choosing to keep the upper body lowered, or maybe you want to lift it up into a full body hug. And choosing stillness or moving any props out of the way that you use during your Shavasana time. Taking legs long in front of you, taking arms long behind you and reach and lengthen from the edge of the fingertips, the edge of the toes. Full body stretch, point and flex through the feet. Bend and stretch through the hands, rolling wrists and ankles in one direction and then in the other. And then from here, whenever you're ready, carefully bend in both knees and you choose rolling over onto the right or left side, the side that works best for your body in this moment. Taking all the time that you need here. And when you're ready, pressing yourself up to a comfortable seat, whatever that looks like for you. Taking a moment, reconnect. How do you feel? Palms up towards the ceiling. Inhale, reach, 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 and lengthen, touching palms together. Exhale, hands in heart center. Reconnecting with the intention you chose, or Asteya. One more time. And we'll take thumbs to the forehead for good and true thoughts, to our lips for good and kind words, and to our hearts for open and loving hearts, knowing no effort on this mat is ever wasted, no gain is ever reversed. May you be safe, may you stay well, may you have a wonderful day, evening, week ahead. Namaste.